also want to bring in Jen Palmieri. You've been all over the country, of course, this season with the circus as well on Showtime. And you've had a lot of experiencing with dealing with Donald Trump in the last cycle in 2016. After a debate like this, what does Joe Biden have to communicate?
He was able, given how hard those circumstances were for him last night, I think he did pretty well in communicating a few things. He beat back the idea that he's for the Green New Deal. He established that he's the leader of the Democratic Party. He had a very moving moment for all the families in America that struggle with addiction, talking about that in his own family. These are all, he got a solid hit on Trump on taxes. These are all worthwhile arguments for this small number of voters who haven't decided what they're going to do to hear. There's some people saying maybe he shouldn't continue on in the debates, and I wondered that myself last night. But I think that in the end, Biden's got to be the one that runs the whole race. He can't look like he backed down to Trump. And the next debate is going to be a town hall format. I'm sure Trump will not abide by the rules, but that's still a good opportunity for Biden to be able to talk directly to the people in the audience. And they got to keep fighting for that small number of folks that are undecided. It's great that he's out on this train tour today. That's such a Biden thing to do. I do think in October, they got to be out every day, he and Kamala Harris. And I know that's what they plan to do because Trump gets disciplined in the last month. That was my experience in 2016. And the other thing that happens is Republicans come home. You can't trust the people that they will all turn out. So they got to take every opportunity, even the uncomfortable debates, to make their argument.
Such good points, Jen, because aside from the Jim Comey interruption in the momentum of the campaign, when, by our count, as you know, when we went to that Harvard After Action report, both campaigns, you were there, I was there, Dan Balls and I were leading the conversation at the end there. There were twice as many on-site visits, or nearly twice as many, by Donald Trump than Hillary Clinton did. She had the pneumonia, she went down for debate prep. He didn't do that. But nonetheless, he was out there multiple stops a day, and you got to do it. And I know because of pandemic, he hasn't been doing it at all. But from now on, Robert Gibbs, doesn't he have to be out like he is today? You have to see him out there with real people.
Absolutely. It's a smart strategy to make sure, particularly the day after a debate, that you have someplace to be and somewhere to go and a message to deliver quickly. Look, I hope what we hear from Joe Biden is somebody who takes this race to a big level, right? Walk people through exactly what they saw last night. They saw two different candidates, right? A sitting president that is incapable of doing the job and a former vice president that's ready to attack the problems of the pandemic, of rebuilding the economy, of taking on racial injustice in this country, of dealing with climate change. And, say, I looked into the camera, I spoke to you and the rest of the American people. But I think take this in big and say, look, you know what Donald Trump's going to do. He laid it all out for us last night, right? He's calling white supremacists and militia on guard. He's saying, be ready. And he's telling you that the vote's going to be illegitimate, and therefore you need to fill the breach. So tell people what's at stake. Go big. Tell them to get out to vote ASAP. Because if in Ohio or in a place like Florida that counts their votes, their absentee or early votes before Election Day, if he wins one of those two states, if he wins both of those states, which we should know on election night, this is over. This is done. There's no week-long drama with the Proud Boys and their assault weapons. The whole race is over, and that's what he should be telling people. Get out to vote early. Make your voice heard. You know what's at stake. Go do it.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.